of gas laws. We have a law here called the Dalton's law of partial pressure, right? Now the funny thing is, guys, when you go to college, it's a bit more involved. There's calculations with it that involve moles and so on, no problem. But we know what moles are, so it won't be too bad, right? No problem, because we did moles in stoichiometry. But Regents level, right? We keep it kind of simple, okay? And here we go. All right, so his law simply states, right, that if you have different gases in a container, and as long as they're not reacting with each other, okay, each gas exerts, okay, or applies its own individual pressure called a partial pressure. So let's write some of that down, okay? So each individual, okay, individual gas, okay, applies its own pressure, okay? And that individual pressure, it's not own pressure, is called partial pressure, okay? So what are we trying to say? We have the container, for example, this guy right here, gas B, okay, will apply a certain pressure when it collides with this wall right here. This gas right here, gas C, will apply a certain pressure when it hits the wall right there, and gas A, same thing, when it hits the wall, the container, it will have its own pressure. So how do they give you problems with this? It's quite simple, right? When we have the pressure, right, of A, the partial pressure of A, and we add it to the partial pressure of B, and we add that to the partial pressure of C, right? We get something called what? The total pressure, right? Okay, in Regents level, typically what they do, they will say to you, you know what? We have this container, and we realize that the total pressure was something like, I don't know, 12 atm. Pick a number up, bam, okay? And we also realize that pressure of A is 2 atms, okay? CEMs, and the pressure of B was 3 atms. All right, bam. And they ask you, how would you figure out pressure of C, the partial pressure of C, okay? So you know the total pressure is 12, you know pressure of A is 2, you know the pressure of B is 3. How do you figure out pressure of C? And if you realize, right, it's a real simple, middle school type problem, okay? So we're gonna have 12, I'm gonna subtract these guys added, yes? So 2 plus 3 is 5, 12, take away 5 is 7. So you successfully figured out that pressure of C is 7 atms, okay? So once again, Regents level, okay? All you have to know that each individual gas has its own partial pressure, and you add them up to get the total pressure, and they'll ask you to find, okay, one of the partial pressures, and they will give you the total and the values of the other partial pressures, and you're good to go, all right? So no problem. All right, guys, as always, hard work for sacrifice equals success. Nice, simple problems. Rewinding on gas laws. Take care. Be well. Study hard.